Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here. It's been a while, but I'm ready to get back in the saddle. Here we go, we're going to start ourselves off with some Silver League superheroes. In the bottom left-hand corner, it is maduckJr playing for Team Copper. He is silver, also silver. Being Coldbrant playing for USFOD4. That sounds like some sort of Marine Corps. I like it, son. It's going to get a little Terran versus Protoss. This is the type of game I like to see to start my week off with my first cast of this week. Had a great time camping, just to let you know, caught a few fish. Enjoyed the fun in the sun. Kids had a blast doing their swimming. It was a great time. Exhausted on Monday, but back at her today. Let's get this baby going. Might look at doing a second one depending on how I feel. We're going to start this baby off with a pylon and a gateway, I have to assume, so for maduckJr. The standard wall off going out down the other end for Coldbrant. Yes, sir, soldier, sir. There he goes, building that baby up here. Does send the scout out there. maduckJr sees that scout, chases that scout away there. Let's speed this down to the normal speed here so we can enjoy this baby, because I'm ready for a nice, relaxed type of game here. We are getting gas here to start this off here. As we know, my theory is when you get the gas that early, as a Terran, you are looking to spit out some Reapers, or at least throw a reactor on there just to get some early pressure on the field here. At the other end, Maduck is building fairly good here. He has his 3 pylons going up here with a 2 gateways. Wow, they're very well done. Looking at the APM, holy shit, what the hell's going on here? This guy's not right. This guy must be an advanced Silver Leaguer. He's running himself a 170 APM. maduckJr, make me proud, boy. You barely even moving that mouse. I actually got to take a look at you. Here we go. Just taking his time, slow and steady, wins the race here. He is barely moving around here. Gently places down that assimilator there, moves that map over there, stares at the gateway. I'm sorry, not making fun. I just enjoy it when the APM is that low. I don't even know what I run for APM, but I'd have to imagine it's somewhere between 50 and 20. But I am blown away by the 164 APM putting out by Coldbrant here. Let's take a look at our production tab here. Just have a couple Zealots going down with the Cyber Core going down. Purely Marines coming out here. Not entirely sure what in the hell the early gas is for. He's not using it for anything, but maybe he's saving it for something special. You can see he's a fairly high level Terran, as he does have the super skin sitting on there. Should be fairly interesting here. maduckJr does finish up his Cyber Core. My computer's feeling a little tired today too. Maybe it's still getting amped up. Here we go. He's going to chase him back out of the ramp there. So Coldbrant is giving himself fairly good intel, keeping an eye on what maduckJr is doing, just so he knows what to expect. Let's see what he's choosing to do. Another command center already. Still a little bit lost as to why the gas came up so early, but fair enough, to each their own here. He does have the orbital command, which I do like to see that out. Very proud of you so far. Is going with a factory, so very, very interesting. We're going to go 1 barracks into a factory type build, and is electing to go with the tech lab, so fairly interesting here. maduckJr is going to chase him down the other end of the ramp. maduckJr is electing not to scout his base, not that he can get in due to the wall off here, but either way, he's gonna do it blind and hope for the best here. He is continuing to spit these out here. Does not have gateway technology or warp gate coming out as of yet. We do know maduckJr is kind of a hit and miss when it comes to warp gate technology. Sometimes he gets it, sometimes he doesn't until a little bit later, but fair enough, he does win a lot of games, so I will give him the credit here. Alright, let's take a look here. He is queuing up as well, which is very interesting, queuing up the Zealots here. It has a little bit of juice ready to go here. Is getting his expansion out as well, so it looks like we're getting into a fairly macro-heavy game here. Orbital Command is about to finish off here. I suppose we can probably speed this up. Both these guys seem like they're going to do a macro-heavy type game and relax. Does end up getting down the reactor, so probably going to see some Widow Mines come out of him. Does get a second barracks and an engineering base. Probably going to see some upgrades. Very well done getting him the stim pack, so very, very well done by Coldbrant, sorry. A little bit of a tongue twister here. A lot of Zealots on the field here. Let's take a look at our count. 6 Zealots on the field. Is he continuing? He is continuing with the Zealots build. Is slowly getting his gas count up there. Gets into the Twilight Council nice and early with a robo facility. Really macro heavy here. There's Coldbrant able to get in again. Really needs to get those Zealots at the front of the ramp. Finally realize that he's going to stand there and wall off. We'll run back into the base there. Will Coldbrant here. He's going to take his time back and forth from the base there. No proxy, nothing cheesy coming out of him. But he's getting all the intel he needs. Second gas finally does end up going down. Orbital command is done. He is going to put, or sorry, command center is done. He's putting the orbital command in it. Flies the factory off of there. Ends up place a starport on there. Nicely done there. So starport will jump onto the reactor there. So probably going to see ourselves a Marine Marauder medevac build. Not too sure what he's going to use the factory for here. We'll soon find out. Is going to get a reactor on it again here. So he's going double engineering base. So definitely going upgrade heavy. At the other end, just a ton of Zealots. Could really do a wrecking crew if he decided to move down on the map here. Do have a couple Marauders and 5 Marines out for Coldbrant. Finally got a couple Stalkers out though for Maduck, which is very, very good with the Observer. So very good unit composition nice and early for maduckJr. I like to see that nice Nicely done by him there. We are going to finally fly that off here. So you fly that off. He is also launching mules on the field here. Does have a resting SCV just sitting on top of the supply depot, enjoying his time over there. There he goes. He is apparently the supply depot man. And the command center is just testing out the engine there. Does a little back and forth, and he will finally go and land it. And there we go. Double gas going down, and already has 6 workers moved over there. So very well done by maduckJr. Mothership core is on the field as well, so that is very well done too. Also has another gateway, 2 more gateways going down here. So we're going to get into a nice 4-gate type build with a robo. Very good composition, and Zealot legs is the choice maduckJr is going to go with here. There he goes, dropping mules down. Big advantage of being a Terran. You can really get that saturated pretty good, especially with the mules dropping onto an expansion. There's a couple medevacs here, so he's doing a fairly good build so far. Other than that, he has stuff coming out of everywhere here. He is going to get right into the medevacs here. Out of the factory, still not entirely sure why he has the factory on the field. I do know that he did need it to get the starport, but the fact he keeps putting shit on it and not building out of it is kind of me a little bit confused. Not entirely sure if he knows how to handle that. He really should start. What is he doing? Apparently he's using the factory because he thinks it's the only thing that can build reactors for his Tech 2 buildings. Yep, your guess is as good as mine. So he leaves the reactor there. I'm assuming he's probably going to build something on top of that reactor. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. I have no answer for you. As usual in Silver League superheroes, they do leave me baffled. There we go. We do have a turret there. That's the word I'm looking for. Turret going to sit in front of his natural there. Just going to sit back here and watch him wall himself off with his few supply depots here. So very well done. Like I say, has a very good composition so far. 13 Marines, 5 Mirage with the 3 medevacs. So a good build so far. We have kind of come to a little bit of a stalemate here. Not entirely sure why Warp Gate technology is taking so long. If I had any recommendation for maduckJr, it would be to get his Warp Gate a little bit quicker, as he really does does well at getting the units out. I will say that, so he definitely gets them out. But Warp Gate is definitely a little bit delayed each time. But either way, it works for him. You know, it definitely works for him, especially when they get into the macro heavy games. You can actually wait on the Warp Gate and still be all right. Is going to get into an Immortal build as well. Is going to avoid the blanks, so not going a heavy Stalker build. Usually against Terrans, you know they're not going to go into an air type army, so you're usually pretty safe if you stick to a ground heavy army. And there, that does look like we are going to move out possibly by Coldbrant. That does look like he is finally going to move across the map here. Taking out an SCV with them, but finally realized that the SCV does not belong in that army. It's like one of those games where you pick what does not belong. And he found out it was the SCV. Take a little bit of a delay here. He is apparently moving right out here. This is apparently the prime spot to stand your guys, just right out in front of the base. Very well done there. Over here, very well saturation going on for maduckJr here. Might want to possibly look at getting some more probes here, start probing up a little bit heavier here. Both these guys doing fairly decent so far. It is 112 to 77 for food count here so far. Take a look at our production tab. Some more mortars are getting the support base, so it does look like he will get into a Colossi type build and get scanned. So he does know the unit composition now for maduckJr, which should help him out quite a bit here. If he now starts placing some tanks in the army, will definitely help him with this composition going up there. Probably will get him massacred pretty good, but either way here, we'll see what he decides to do. He did put a starport on that second reactor here, so not too sure why he's running 2. Maybe he's looking to get some Vikings as well. I'm not entirely sure. Usually don't go 2 starports, but you can when you get in the late game. It is nice to have 2 starports on reactors so you can spit out those medevacs twice as quick here. A little bit surprised that he is not moving all the way. He decides to stop over here. If he ends up getting attacked, he could really start to lose a lot of that front entrance before he ends up getting back to protect it. But at the same time, maduckJr doesn't look too keen on moving out, and he was scanning, so he does know exactly what is happening there. maduckJr does have the observer. A little bit surprised that he's not moving it out just so we can kind of see what the unit composition is. Not that he would be in for too much of a surprise, as we do have the standard silver to bronze league play with the Marine Marauder medevac. All around good build, but at the same time, you are going to see it 99% of the time when you go with a silver or bronze type player. Over here, he does have a wall of pylons here. A little bit surprised we're not going to see any cannons to protect that, but fair enough. He does have a 3rd base going down as well. So maduckJr doing very well for himself so far. He is spreading everybody out here, it does look like. Has Marines, Marauders, everything moving all over the map here. Does Coldbrant here. He's going to sit back. Is riding a very hefty count here with his barracks here, which I do like to see. Very well done, especially when on 2 bases. Getting infantry level, or ground weapon level 2. And we do have the extended thermal lance coming down for the Colossi. And he's getting blink as well. So giving himself lots of options. Here we go. Now he might be in a bit of trouble if he does choose to attack this. We'll take out a lot of those pylons, which will hurt the food. Apparently wants to go for the main, though. Is going to head himself down toward the main base here and stop right at the bottom there and relax. maduckJr warps in a lot more Zealots here, so very well done. Now he's going to move up there I don't know if Maduck Jr. seen that or not. I don't believe he did. Is he going to move right in here? And this could be very big trouble. Realize there's no building or no expansion here, so it definitely helps a lot. But if he gets up on the high ground here to the Naga Tower, he might look at doing a lot of damage from the upper ground here. We'll soon find out what he elects to do with this. Has a lot of units rallied down here all over the map. They are moving across here. There he goes. Sees where the base is. Going to find out it's unprotected. Maduck Jr. better move faster. He's going to lose a lot of units here. There we go. Stim is activated. He's going to knock everything. Oh, no, he's moving all the probes into attack. Not the best move. Really need to move in the other way. This is going to go down very, very quickly. Here comes the reinforcements here. They're going to try to do it, but not in time. Nexus ends up going down. He's going to knock down a few more of these pylons on the way here, and he might actually get out of there scot-free. A lot of the Zealots did intercept some of the units here, but he is going to try and get out of there as fast as he can here. Does have some more probes following him. Stim's up there. He might actually get another Nexus kill. This could be devastating as it will put Maduck Jr. back down the one base here. At the same time, Maduck Jr. doesn't have a lot of income right now. He only has 800 bucks there. That is a fair bit to spend, but at the same time, it is not a ton when you just lost 2 Nexuses. So he will get out of there scot-free. Will not end up losing anything. Doesn't want to take this army on, which is probably a good choice by him here. They're going to get up to the top ramp, get the reinforcing medevacs here. Now, if he engages, we'll soon find out who's going to win. No, he's actually going to try and move in back behind his wall here. And here we go. Maduck Jr. is going to chase that right down here. He's going to get to the front, and he's going to back off a little bit here. Intercepts one of the medevacs here, so that's a little bit of a gain for him there. And there we go. Now he's going to try and engage. Has the one in the back there. Stim is activated. All those Zealots trying to get in there. All those supply depots did hurt a little bit as they did defend him off there, but he will try and get in with as much as he can here. Did end up taking out the front line of Zealots, so that will hurt as he now just has the Stalkers and Immortals. Not the best against Marine Marauder, but we'll see what happens here. Does look like he might end up getting out of this Coldbrant here, as he does end up finishing off pretty much everything. A couple more Immortals, one more ends up going down there. We'll finish off this army quite easily. But Maduck Jr. did do the damage here. Did have taken out some supply depots there, but it is 105 to 43, so it was down quite a bit there. So don't know if it was the best of engagement for him. He is going to move right back across here. Does look like, feels like maybe he's a bit ahead at this point in time. If that is the feeling, he is absolutely correct. He's going to move his way all the way down to the other end here and slowly make his way across the map here. At the other end, we do have a lot of probes long distance mining at this point in time here. Did not rebuild the Nexuses. If we take a look at his base here, he is mined out. So this is great big trouble for Maduck Jr. Might not be the best of the situation for him at this point in time. He's going to knock down the rest of the simulator. Very well done. So he's doing very well so far. It is 113 to 57. Does look like he is going to move all these probes way over here. I don't know what in the hell he's trying to do here. Maybe he's looking to push them all in there. I'm done. Finish me off. The man is throwing the white flag. Maduck Jr. is literally giving this ball game away here. He is basically telling him to go whoop his arse, and he's not lying. He's going to end up finishing off that second base there. And he is not building over here as he doesn't have the money, nor does he want a long distance mine from here. I'm not entirely sure why, but apparently he really has given up here. We can probably speed this baby up if we do know what's going to happen more likely here. Barring a miracle of the army of probes taking out this army, this should really be the end of it here. He is slowly moving up here. Of course, he doesn't want to overextend himself, as he does know he could be lying. Does the scan. That should basically tell him, but he has a lot of Zealots and a lot of Colossi. Soon going to find out what happens here. He runs in there. Those Colossi are going to be deadly here. They're really going to melt away this army here. He's going to try and get up there. No! Gets him on the high ground. So very well done. He's going to continue to take this out on Love Watches and 2 times. Anyway, we will slow down. You can see he wants to finish. Of course, we knew that that was not going to work out. Does give the GG. That's the end of this one. Very good try by Maduck Jr. Like I say, just overextended when he chased them all down to this end of the base here. I will leave you guys with this. If the arrow hits you in the arse, shields go up in the air. I once seen you walking down the road, the woman looked the other way. Don't let the cargo get loose. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.